Hey everyone, welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3. We're jumping into a Chaos Dwarf campaign, starting up a new campaign in the realm of Chaos. Whoops. Do you want to quickly look at the traits? So, the Chaos Dwarves have been released a few days ago. They have an industry and hellforge, so build outpost factories and towers to create an interconnected industrial economy needed for manufacturing and upgrading armies. They've got a Tower of Tsar, so claim seats of power within Tsar Nagaron's political backgrounds, gain powerful bonuses for your faction. And they've got an extensive unit roster that features heavily armoured elite infantry, a variety of monstrous units, and several powerful war machines. Known in legend as a warrior race of demon smiths, craftsmen and brutal killers who have dominated the northern reaches of the Darklands for thousands of years. Long separated from their fading kin in the west, the Dawi Tsar have given themselves over to their dark master Hashut and allowed chaos to work its twisted terrors on their minds and souls, transforming them into a calculatingly cruel reflection of what they once were. They are deeply learned in the sorcerous arts and obsessed with the control of hellish forces and fires of the deep earth, combining dark lore with artisanship and skill for metalwork and industry. Thus, the Chaos Dwarves have produced a bewildering variety of strange and infernal war engines, demon-bound weapons, and deadly tools of war, and their power still grows. Okay, we've got 3 lords to choose from. Astragoth Ironhand. He's a disciple of Hashut. He starts off with this army here, so not too bad with the blunderbusses and the Bull Centaur renderers. His faction effects: he gets conclave influence from all sources, research rate increase, control +2 in provinces, he gets a passive ability mechanical overdrive, effect increase with each kill made by the unit, so he gets stronger over time, gets casualty replenishment rate and ward save for Bull Centaur renderer units. So Bull Centaurs in his army would be very good. Then we've got Drazhoth the Ashen, the Legion of Asgoth. His armaments cost is reduced by 10% for all unit capacity upgrades in Hellforge, so we could get more upgrades for less cost. Armaments output is also increased, so we can get a lot more upgrades. Campaign movement range is increased. Upkeep for Kadai units. Okay, so the demon-bound units are reduced in upkeep in his army. And he gets a passive ability of Dark Renown, so +8 melee attack in the area. Not too bad of a starting army either. He starts over here, whereas Ironhand starts over here. So a little more protected, I'd say. There's some of their lore if you want to read it. Just pause the video. And then we've got Zatan the Black as our last leader. So he's kind of in the middle. There, there, and there. Okay. Zatan the Black. I would say a weaker starting army. Maximum number of active conclaves +1. Recruitment costs for artillery and war machine units -50%. Casualties captured post-battle. So slaves increased. Local recruitment capacity. Ability Sadistic Snare. I would say he is the least powerful lord, looking at that. I think we're going to play Astragoth Ironhand and go for like a Bull Centaur blunderbuss sort of build in his army. So let's jump on in. The name Astragoth Ironhand is legendary amongst the Dwarfs, powerful, loyal, and zealous acolytes of Hashut. But that was many years ago, and the rigours of time and dark magic hardened the sorcerer prophet's limbs until they turned to stone. Not resigned to becoming a statue, he forged a suit of machinery in which to continue his work. Carried by his own designs and dark intellect, Astragoth Ironhand now travels freely, relying on his own twisted science and construction to convey him. Upstarts may now see him as a fossil, a remnant embedded in stone, and well beyond his prime. But Astragoth's time is not over yet. Age and petrification are mere obstacles to overcome. With the fabled blood of Hashut, this domination will be secured. Okay, here we go.
Echoed throughout the mines of the Darwizar is a legend of immeasurable power hidden deep under the mountains. A liquid magic so potent it can raise entire cities, leaving nothing but cinders and ash. Eager to exploit this power, the sorcerer prophets of Zarnagrund sought to reach the source of this demonic substance. The domain of their malign god, Hashut, the father of darkness. For centuries they dug, exhausting countless workers as they delved deeper than the mountain roots themselves. 2 ashen moons ago, in the depths of the darkest pit, a discovery was made. A trickle of pure power, a crimson seam divining a way through the rocky layers to where Hashut dwells. And so, it was bottled in a vessel of infernal design, rushed to the surface through the fires of industry, to the highest authority. In the council chambers of Astragoth Ironhand, it was presented. Roiling with unholy energy, its gloriously terrible glow glinted in the eyes of all who set their gaze upon it. The blood of Hashut. Far rarer than warpstone and gold, very few vials had ever been extracted from the mines. The key to limitless power.
Exo arbu dakangron, gras strength terrain.
Astragoth, High Priest of Hashut, roared to the god of darkness. And he replied. Ancient channels etched in rock flow with molten fury. A great drill shall be constructed, forged in the dread fires of the Darklands, imbued with strength to bore through the bedrock and breach a godly domain.
Urtsi will shaba ad. Luntakrum kron.
The forge burns. The fires catch from the depths. The Chaos Dwarves will rise.
Okay, here we go. Rise of the Chaos Dwarves.
The Tower of Zarnagrund. The dread city where all wealth and sacrifices flow. But Astragoth is absent from the capital, having taken residence upon the Zorn Green-skinned tribes must be routed, while Skaven and vampires are purged from their nests before the High Priest can enact his scheme. And here, the site of Ironhand's intent. The great drill stands, but is not operational yet.
Eras these groby megos. Mas kamzak mus barak show.
Okay, here we go.
The launch site is made ready.
Oh, this is new.
So furious. It becomes a mass graveyard for hundreds of exhausted workers. Expendable lives, for only the drill is of concern. The remaining construction must be imbued with dark sorcery, for the blood of Hashut lies not only in the darkest depths of the world, but in a godly domain where no mortal engine can reach it. 4 dwarf relics are required, each to be corrupted in the forges of the demon smiths. Only then shall the drill summon power enough to shatter solid rock and the foundations of reality itself. As the abhorrent relics lie undiscovered, a sacrifice must be undertaken to gain Hashut's blessing and reveal their locations.
To access the endless supply of Hashut's blood, you must complete the Great Drill of Hashut to bore directly into his domain. Yep, so we're trying to get to Hashut's blood, and we need to build a great drill in order to do it. So how the Chaos Dwarves play. Fight battles and gather necessary labour to maximise the efficiency of your industrial economy, which is seen up here. This is our raw materials, armaments, conclave influence. This is our Great Drill of Hashut. And you can see here our efficiency in labour. Our labour economy. Can't access it yet because we don't have multiple cities to transfer them between. We spend armaments in the Hellforge to increase our unit capacities and strengths. We use Conclave Influence to claim powerful seats in the Tower of Zar that gets us significant faction bonuses. And we compete against other Chaos Dwarves to get those. Dispatch military convoys to locations across the world and navigate risks en route to benefit your industrial economy. So that's kind of like what Cathay has. Ensure that the following building has been constructed. High-powered drill assembly line. Rewards, drilling advancements for 5 turns. Raw material output faction-wide. Unlocks the next stage towards campaign victory. Okay, first of all, you. Great Zorak, Bull Centaur, into our army. We don't want to recruit any of these guys as of yet. What we first are going to want to do is let's have a look at our position. Okay, so that is the edge of the map back there. We have some other Chaos Dwarves here by the looks of it. And we've got, yeah, we're at war with these guys. So we're going to want to get rid of these guys to start off. Let's look at our technology. We are going to need armaments in order to do some of this research. So we've got military, sorcery, and industry. Labor gain, post-battle, income from trade tariffs. Campaign line of sight for settlements, control +1. Stronghold syndrome. Upkeep for labourers and hobgoblin infantry units is down. Melee attack for labourers and hobgoblin infantry units is down. Leadership for Chaos Dwarf infantry units and melee defense for them. Let's go this one to start off. And let's go and attack these guys. Okay, I think I do still want to just battle this one just to start us off with a battle. Okay, let's see. What's our ground look like? Not too bad. So...
Greatness in battle may only be reached through rigorous training. Even the most skillful of generals must practice their craft.
Oh, bloody hell. Come on. Okay. Astragoth. You're gonna be on 1. Zorok and these bulls, they're the same speed, aren't they? 62 and 77. Okay, pretty close to the same speed. Let's go this way, this way. Chow. Okay. Come on, blunderbusses, let's go. Charge! Go, Astragoth!
Astragoth,
Oh, come on, get them! Why are you just standing there? Don't stand there, get them! I can't actually seem to find anything to hit here, so you guys come around here. Fire upon them! Let's go! Okay, there we go. Didn't get the use of those blunderbusses as much as I would have liked. That terrain didn't... the hill didn't work so well there. You do kind of, with Chaos Dwarves, need people to come towards you, because you are quite slow, all those blunderbusses and stuff. A lot like the Dwarves, funnily enough. Treasury. Let's grab some labor.
Astragoth Zulahu. Sumaster Ardugal.
Oh, actually, which one do I want? Chaos Dwarf Warriors, or Chaos Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. Let's go with great weapons, I think. Yeah, for that armor piercing. And then I'm also gonna want... let's compare those. I guess we get one of two of them. Actually, I should probably go capture this first. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish that. Okay, so this is where we can choose outposts or factories. Outposts will create our raw materials and require labor. And our factories will produce our armaments from our raw materials. So we're first going to want to go with an outpost to get some more raw materials. Apparently we can change it later on. You can mouse over primary building chain to convert it. Doing so will revert the settlement to tier 1. Yeah, so you don't really want to do that though. So turn that into a factory. And now we're gonna grab... Ooh, hello. Oh, we can get some hobgoblin archers from here now. The Chaos Dwarf economy is managed across several different resources, treasury, labor, raw materials, and armaments. Yep. Building more mines increases your potential raw materials output, but you also need more workload for that. Raw materials are generated each turn from outpost mine buildings. If you have less labor than workload in a province, your raw materials output there will scale down accordingly. Yep, labor is received after battles or via military convoys. A portion of labor is lost each turn based on your control levels. When received, labor is split evenly between all provinces that are accepting new intake. You can set a province to accept new intake via their checkbox. Labor actions can instantly boost your treasury at the cost of labor. Yep. Buildings under construction will display the rush construction button. You can rush it, buildings, get them done quicker, but you lose labor as well for it. Okay, so we can't do anything with that yet. This is the giant conveyor, and a high-powered drill assembly is next. So, what should I be looking to build? Let's have a look at all the different buildings we can get over here. I haven't actually had a look at all these yet. Okay, cool. Conclave influence, all of that. So this is your goblins. Not going to build that in the main area. That would be a bit silly. It's okay there, I guess. Then we've got our dwarf units. So Chaos Dwarf Warriors, so on and so forth. Infernal Guard, Infernal Iron Sworn. Then we've got our Bull Centaurs, Great Taurus, Bull Centaur Hero, Lamassu, our Bull Centaur Renderers, and our Bale Taurus at the top. Then over here, oh, and that's going to cost armaments, okay. We've got our Skullcracker, Iron Demon, Magma Cannon, Rocket Launcher, Hell Cannon, and our Skullcracker Deadquake Mortar, Iron Demon Deadquake Mortar, and just a Dreadquake Mortar. And then we've got our Kadai Destroyer, so our Iron Demon, our Demon Infused Warriors. So Kadai Fireborn and Kadai Destroyer. And then all the sorcerers that go along with them. Cool. We've got our Casualty Replenishment, Hero Recruitment, Income, Control, Raw Materials, Conclave Influence, Diplomatic Relations, and then this is our like walls. Prototype Mega Mortar. That gives, yeah, the army ability of the Dreadquake in the region. Yeah, and adjacent regions. Yeah, so it's like a mortar in the actual base. And you got signal flares. Chance of plague spreading minus 50%, so on and so forth. For these guys, we've got your basic military, which is your goblins that you can put in here. Then we've got our mines, which gets raw materials, income from a money pit, campaign line of sight for settlements, and control. Then we've got hero success chance in our walls, and a signal flare. Okay. And then Same here. Oh, we got 2 mines here. Oh, I didn't take notice of that. Oops. Oh well, in the next province we'll create 2 factories, I guess. Or no, I'll just leave it and I'll make 2 factories next. Okay, so this guy is here. This guy's here, here. And then we've got down here. Okay. So, I am going to want my great weapons. Then I think I'm going to want some hobgoblin archers to start off. Then I'm going to want to get down there fairly quickly. So, what do we want here? Let's see. No, we don't want to rush construction. Oh, okay, purchasing those will stop me getting... yeah. Income... let's get some income over there. And then we'll get some raw materials going over here. Okay, Astragoth. Let's definitely go for a route marcher to start off with, or route marcher. Control income from post-loop battle, labor gained from post-loop battle. Battle reinforcement time. Upkeep reduced, campaign movement increased. I think I'm gonna want the labor and post-loop battle, I think. And then our bull centaur, what do we want? Control, don't think so. No, 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 no. Okay, so let's go with hit points for you then, because that's all we can do. And this is the Hellforge, so it offers the use of Forgecraft to improve your armies. Here weapons and armor are forged and modified to increase unit capacities and provide unit enhancements. The armories where your unit capacity increases. Here you can forge traditional standard issue weapons and armor at the cost of armaments to support more units. Unit capacity is shared between all units in a group. The number displays how many of these units the armory can support, i.e. the group's unit capacity. So yeah, that's 2. Increasing unit capacity requires forging additional weapons and armor for the armaments cost specified here, which increases with every turn. increasing total capacity gradually unlocks Forgecraft options in the Manufactory tab. They're shown in the tooltips. The Manufactory becomes successful once you unlock Forgecraft options in the Armory tab. Yeah, so you can see this is the total amount of people you can get. So yeah, I currently got 4 possible for here. 2 of them, 1 of them, 1 of them. But when I get to 5, I can unlock Frenzy if I want. So I'm going to want to go blunderbusses and fireglaves when I can, and then probably renderers as well. So increasing these guys is going to be a priority. Yeah, okay, so they're trading with me. Yeah. Norska, ogres, and ogres. Okay.
Yes.
Do anyone want trade? I kinda want to be able to... Yep, so I'm happy to trade with you, because you're another Chaos Dwarf. For now. What? I thought that was giving me a quick deal. That's weird. Quick deal. Trade agreement. Oh, they're all... Okay. They're all, gotcha. Red. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all good. Let's quickly set up our camera settings. Allied factions, I don't want to see. Enemy factions, fastest. And neutral factions, I don't want to see. Okay, so he's made an army.